Financial freedom. It sounds nice, huh? For many of us, it's something we aspire to have. But for some, they've unlocked just that. Our next guest can help you take that next step with his book. He is H.J. Chammas. He is the founder and CEO of The Employee Millionaire and an award-winning best-selling author. It's great having you, my friend.
Thanks for having me, John.
In from Dubai.
Yeah.
That's a long flight.
Long flight,
it's
indeed.
great to have you. Hopefully you're here for a few days. So you're encouraging people to use their day job to become a millionaire.
That's right.
How do you do that?
You know, Sean, almost all of us have heard about some advice along the lines, in order for you to become wealthy, you need to invest in income-producing assets that generate passive income in excess of your expenses. So nothing new here, right?
Yeah.
However, although this is in general knowledge, did you know that nearly 80% of Americans said they're living paycheck to paycheck? And also to add on that, you know that only 40% of Americans can come up with a $1,000 expense to answer an emergency need.
This is the one problem in America, is that we all always hear save, 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 and everyone's sitting around like, well, what am I supposed to save? I barely have any money left.
Exactly. So how is that possible in the biggest economy of the world? Also, when I check the other economies, the numbers are not very far from the States.
Yeah.
So it looks like we all have subscribed to a set of limiting beliefs that making us stand in our own way to success. So I'm going to share 3 secrets that will help people use their day job to become financially free and become millionaires.
I'm keeping note. I have a couple day jobs, so this is good. I can use your help. 3 steps. First is financial security.
Yeah. So in financial security, one needs to provide enough passive income to answer for all their essential expenses, the needs. You know, in that way, if they ever leave their job or they're kicked out of their job, at least they're secure. Their passive income can answer for their essential expenses.
So enough to pay for your rent or your
exactly.
mortgage. And
nothing
enough to
fancy.
Pay for the electricity. Nothing, you know, you're not paying
exactly.
$1,000 on a new car.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Financial comfort is next.
Yes, the financial comfort is when you generate enough passive income to answer for all your essential needs, but also for your discretionary expenses. So any expense that are wants. So in that case, if you ever leave your job, you can maintain your current lifestyle without worrying about having, you know, money from another job. And the last step, which is financial freedom, is when you have enough passive income to cover all your essential expenses and discretionary expenses, but also a surplus of 30%. And you might ask me, why 30%?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we want people to keep on investing more and more. It's like a virtuous cycle. Yeah. We want them, in case anything happens in the economy and their cash flow from their investment goes down, they still have a cushion to fall on. Yeah. And that's why 30% is always, you know, something that helps them keep the momentum and their foot on the pedal.
There to generate savings, and if heaven forbid the market does go down, you're
exactly.
still pumping it, and things will eventually rise again. Are there risks to this?
Yeah, you know, investing in rental properties is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Whoever wants to expedite the process and look for some shortcuts here and there, those are the people who get hit, you know. Yeah. I also recommend they follow the proven blueprint, like the one I have in my book. It's a 10-step process that allows people to go from current financial situation to financial freedom, and we give them like plug and earn kind of models, templates, and worksheets to help them implement all this learning and put it into practice.
So this is an opportunity for us to kind of be able to set us on the right path, which is great. Yeah. I think a lot of people could use that. I mean, when we hear debt, I mean, we hear that there's good debt and there's bad debt. What is good debt when it comes to investing?
You know, to put it in simple words, any debt you take to invest it in an asset that generates passive income for you is defined as good debt. While on the topic of good debt, I would like to say a statement that my mentor taught me. You can become at least as rich as the amount of good debt you take in your life. So to put this into perspective, if you want to earn $100,000 in the future, you got to take $100,000 in good debt. So let's imagine a property bought with a certain good debt, a mortgage, with a $100,000 loan, yeah? So if you rent it out at a certain rate that exceeds both the mortgage payments and the operational expenses, by the end of the loan, you have an equity of $100,000.
Yeah.
And this really oversimplified example.
And that's if, by the way, the property stays flat.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Exactly. We did not discount. We did not take into account the passive income as well as any capital gain along the years, which could expedite the process in a much shorter term, and you can achieve this kind of equity and wealth.
You got to spend a little money to make the money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Of course. How do people stay focused? Because I think people might get a little bit skittish, especially when there's a downturn in the economy. Everyone's been warning that it's about to happen at any moment. How do we stay focused on the goal and not freak out.
Yeah. I always imagine the journey to financial freedom is like swimming. And each mile is like acquiring one property. So what I say always, swim in the mile, 1 mile at a time, all going upstream with a persistent determination until you get where you want to be. No one said it's easy. No one said it's not a long journey, but we know when we get there, we're gonna get the rewards. When we ever stop, we're gonna end up like a dead fish going downstream.
If you're not swimming, you're dying.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
the truth. It's great having you, H.J.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, listen, take the first step to financial freedom. You can get H.J. Chammas' ebook. It's called The Employee Millionaire. Today, you can get it. Take it yourself from where you are in life to where you want to be. The details are right there on your screen. Bestseller Publishing, a proud sponsor of The Morning Blank.